Hello everybody, this is technically my second video. The first one I uploaded was actually me shooting a free throw in Bear Valley, California, or Tehachapi, if any of you have ever been there. I do live here locally in Las Vegas. I do work at a local nutrition store. We were a mom and pop shop. We've added several locations throughout the city, so in my opinion we are doing well. We have very good pricing and a great selection. So one thing that people constantly come in for is a mass gainer. Guys, even girls, I've seen a lot of girls that want to put on weight and they come in for mass gainers. There are some great companies like Redcon One that make things like Meal Ready to Eat, where their carbohydrate sourcing are good things like dehydrated sweet potato, dehydrated blueberry. For the fat source, they have medium chain triglycerides, which is coconut oil. We know that's a healthy fat for us. The protein content's good. They don't even do whey. They use egg white, salmon isolate, beef isolate. But this isn't an MRE review by any means. This is how to show you to make your own weight gainer, at half the price. So what I tell young men that come in is go get yourself a small little blender. They're super cheap. They're not expensive. They're about 10 bucks. It's by Oster. This is my second one. The first one lasted just like 2 years. And I even do beets. If you've ever seen a real whole beet, they're very hard. They're very tough, very hard to chop, but these blades cut them right up. So basically, you need your base. Your base will probably be oatmeal. A misconception is that you need Irish still cut oatmeal. I don't know any bodybuilders that still eat still cut oatmeal. Get rolled oats, even get quick oats, it's fine. The thing that I try to tell guys is you can make this as caloric dense as you want or as lean as you want. In the morning, I like to do a shake with blueberries, but I don't really need the sugar right now, seeing as it's about 2:20 in the afternoon. Usually I would do a full cup of oatmeal, which is only about 50, sometimes 55 grams of carbohydrate, but I am going to be using a banana as well. So between the 25 grams or the half cup of oatmeal and, one, I'd call that a medium banana. I'm going to call it 25 grams of carbs. We can argue all day that it's less or more. We can argue that there's a bunch of fructose in there, which is naturally occurring sugar. Not bad for you. Your next base, aside from the oatmeal, would really essentially just be a good isolate. And that's what I tell people. Don't spend 70 bucks on a mass gainer that has horrible carbohydrate sourcing, A lot of them just fill it up with sugar, which dextrose isn't bad if you're using it post-workout. If you want a mass gainer midday, you don't need to be consuming 30, 40, 50, 70, 90 grams of sugar. That's insane. That will create an insulin spike. That's not good. You don't want that to happen throughout the day. You pretty much only ever want that to happen post-workout or immediately after exercise. That's a whole nother topic for another video we'll get into. By the way, these are never edited. It's raw, uncut, coming to you live. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to fabricate. I'm genuinely trying to help people. So far we got the oatmeal, got your banana, we got some isolate. Like I said, sometimes I like to do blueberries in the morning. Not going to do it today. Not right now anyways. Already had them this morning. I do use a red powder as well. You don't have to do this. I like the micronutrients. I like the phytosterols that are in here. I think cumulatively, it is a superfood, even though, it's not a lot of milligrams per ingredient. It's an awesome full disclosure label that I use. Mixes very well with vanilla. That's what I like. So I'm going to add egg white as well. Egg white can be very, very expensive. You don't have to do this. So far we have the isolate, which I'm going to add in a minute. That's 25 grams of egg white. We already have about 50 grams of carbs in there, give or take, because everybody likes to argue everything. So now, really what I would do is I would usually tell someone to get peanut butter or almond butter, because that's easy. 2 tablespoons is going to offer about 200 additional calories. So versus buying an overpriced mass gainer for $40, $50, $70, $80, which only has, by the way, 20, 25 servings, go get a bunch of bananas for $2. get some almond butter or peanut butter for, you know, a few dollars. Almond butter is gonna be closer to 10. Peanut butter is a couple bucks. Get yourself a bag of oatmeal. $5. It's not a lot. And that's a good mass gainer. One thing I do like to add, and I'm not scared of it, is I do whole milk. However, right now I'm doing fat-free whole milk because I did run into some cholesterol issues. So we'll just eyeball it. I usually do about a cup, but that's probably a little less than a cup. And basically, you have your shake right there. Now the only thing left to do is blend it up. Got our blender right here. So what did that literally take? That took all but what? That's 5 minutes, 55 seconds. So you'll say, Charles, I don't have the time for it. I need the convenience. Yeah, I've heard every excuse in the book. I've been a trainer for 10 plus years. What I can tell you is if you're committed to your nutrition and you know you're serious about your efforts in the gym and you want good recovery, you're gonna need macronutrients. You're gonna need good, clean sources. Now this video is kind of about a mass gainer, but you just see what I did. You could even make a breakfast shake. This can be for people who are just trying to sustain or hit maintenance calories. You know, they're not necessarily trying to build. People who are trying to cut or burn fat. That's another thing. Don't skip meals. You know, another thing, push plenty of water. Drink tons of water throughout the day, whether you're gaining or cutting. And it's only gonna complement these nutrients. So, I mean, that's my lunch right there. And that was about, again, we could argue how many calories it actually was, but between the oatmeal being about 150 calories, the isolate being about 110, you know, we got what, 260 there. The milk, we'll say it was a cup for argument's sake, only 90. So 260, we'll say 360, we're at 350, plus my egg white was another 100. So 350, that's 450. My banana, that was about 25, so we'll say 100 on that. So I said, so what? I mean, you can see how quick it goes up. We're at 6 something. I didn't even add the most caloric dense thing I have, the almond butter. So that's my take on mass gainers. You know, this is what I would do. So, you know, try it out. See what you think. Let me know. Leave some comments. Let me know if this video was helpful. It was technically my second one ever, but I look forward to just genuinely helping people out. So that's how I do a mass gainer or a breakfast or nutritional shake, if you will. So always live, always raw, unedited, comes straight to you. Peace.